Hey, what's going on? Happy Monday again, everybody. It's March 10th, 2025, of course, and we have to talk about the USPS's $3 billion project for new electric EV delivery vehicles and the fact that the DOGE organization is cutting that funding and stopping that program that was approved under the previous presidential administration. All right, welcome back into the channel, guys. Of course, we don't try to do politics on this channel, but some of these stories are super important, so there's really no way around it. In the comments, you guys are free to let me know how you feel about anything. That's where it belongs to all of you, but I'm going to keep it neutral here on my end. Back in 2021, 2022, I did videos about this. The U.S. government, then President Joe Biden, approved under the Inflation Reduction Act the CARES Act, I guess it was called, $3 billion for the USPS to get nearly 30,000 new trucks, EV electric vehicles. The problem is they were almost $80,000 a truck. Now, yes, you're gonna save fuel, but you still have a cost of charging them. So the fuel cost isn't 100% savings because that electricity is not free. Not to mention, you have to put out a layer of $3 billion, 80,000 a vehicle almost, as an upfront cost. And so they contracted a company to start building those vehicles. I did this in a video, and apparently as of the end of 2024, just a couple months ago, they've only produced 93 of those 30,000 trucks. So not only did we, the taxpayers, put that money up right away, they haven't made any of those trucks. Only 93 of them have been delivered and are on the road. I did do a video where there were some that were spotted in like Ohio and I think Michigan. I don't know where they all are, but 93 is not very much. That's only 2 per state. So chances of you seeing one out on the road are probably very slim to none. So there are 2 Republican congressmen and senators are calling for the $3 billion to basically be refunded to the taxpayers and not to continue on with the project. Now, obviously having the electric vehicles sounds like a good idea for the post office, but at that cost, it sounds really, really expensive. Not to mention, can you imagine the post office guy out delivering mail and he runs out of battery? Like, come on, you run out of gas, you can stop at a gas station. They have superchargers, I get it. There's chargers, electric charging ports all over the place now, but they would still have to stop and plug in and charge. You get gas, it takes 2 minutes. You got to stop and plug in and charge. That's a real problem, right? I'm sure they would have a procedure when they come into the post office at night, make sure the last thing you do is plug in the truck, like everything has to be parked and plugged in so they're all fully charged. But a lot of these vehicles only, these electric cars only get 250 to 300 miles on their best day if they're doing city driving. On the highways, they can get a little bit more, I think. But I don't know, what do you think a USPS mail delivery truck, how many miles a day do they drive? It's gotta be at least 100, 150 or more. So they're definitely gonna kill those batteries. That'd be interesting, depending on if they're, I guess, a rural carrier or like city carriers or like neighborhood suburbia like mine. Yeah, they do a lot of houses, but they're only going, a mile between neighborhoods. So that's a great question. That's something I wonder. If anybody works for the post office, I know I have Dan Goodkind, who is pretty high up. Leave it down in the comments section. How many miles a day do you think an average USPS driver drives to comparatively use that battery outlay against like their average? It must be pretty close where they're like, we probably need 250 or 300 a day. So while it makes sense, there's definitely some problems that could happen, but $3 billion is a lot of taxpayer dollars. Of course, DOGE was Elon Musk's organization. Donald Trump hired him to do and to cut any spending he could find that wasn't necessary. And they're deeming now that that $3 billion for trucks is not necessary. Do you think that's good, bad? And I'm not asking you about Trump or Elon Musk, just in general, do you think the post office, who loses money every year, $10.5 billion estimated this year, $9.5 last year, do you think they should be spending $3 billion of our taxpayer money on new vehicles? Do you think that's a good use of money, or do you think that's a bad use of money? So I don't want to get political on my end, but I'll leave it to you guys in the comment section, and I'll keep this video short because that's the entire story. They're cutting the spending, getting rid of the $3 billion, and they're not getting new trucks except for the 100 they already got. Let me know in the comment section how you feel about it, what you think. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, come back, watch future videos. Until next time, I have a really, really good one coming out, maybe later tonight or tomorrow, so stay tuned and come back and check on that one because it's awesome. And I will see everyone, along with Milo, in the next video.